Today, I wanted to announce that from myself personally, just from my own bank account, I'm donating $1 million today. But there's a lot to be done, and we're trying to find other ways to even raise more funds. But
throughout the week, I've been reporting how FEMA has been taking over $1 billion of our dollars that's intended for disasters and shifting it towards the illegal invasion going on right now in our country. Now, FEMA's addressing my report on their website right now, calling it a rumor, actually. They're saying that this is false. No money is being diverted from the disaster response needs. Interesting. That's very interesting that FEMA is now denying this. And the reason why I say that is, take a listen. Okay, I never divulge who my sources are behind a story, but I'm going to do it now because I don't want FEMA calling me a liar. So my source behind all my reporting is actually FEMA itself. If you go to the same website, you search these headlines, guess what? They're on their own website, okay? I pulled all of this information from their press releases. They've been bragging about giving our money away to the invaders for years now. Now, all of a sudden, that they need more money from Congress, they're calling it a rumor. They're calling it a lie. They'll probably call it a conspiracy theory. But if you go to their website, and in case they delete it, we've got the archive, so don't you worry. And they're bragging about taking your money and giving it to people who are invading our country. That now that you, as Americans who need this money, guess what's happening to it? It's gone. We don't have any of it. And that's according to their own DHS Secretary, Alejandro Mayorkas, who's saying that they don't have enough money to get them through hurricane season.
Yes, recently, Elon Musk tweeted this. It is true. They are now about to shut down the airspace to regulate the private choppers we are riding in to deliver Starlink and supplies. We are pushing back with Trump team as well as to help us, but not looking good. We need to help to get word out about FEMA. We spoke with Ivanka and handed out Starlink with her yesterday, but FEMA then showed up and started blocking us. The largest concern for us here is the FFA throttling flight for our choppers where they are requiring. It is extremely concerning to see that this is happening. Just imagine people out there, they are not able to communicate because of lack of things like this. Why should they be blocking this? When you look at Kamala campaign, looking into what is going on now, they are panicking because this might cost them the elections. Yes, I don't know why this is going on. It's the same scenario I saw in Maui, Hawaii. Same thing we saw.
I think that this sort of gets at a problem for Kamala Harris's campaign. Just 28% of Americans think the U.S. is on the right track. And I want you to put that into perspective, right? When does the average, when the incumbent party loses the election, look at that. It's just 25%. That looks a heck of a lot like that 28%, right, that currently think the country is on the right track. When the White House party wins, i.e. Kamala Harris's party, the Democrats, 42% on average think that the country is on the right track. This 25% looks a lot more like this 28%. It doesn't look anything like this 42%. This, to me, is a bad sign for Kamala Harris's campaign. The bottom line is it looks a lot more like a loser than it does like a winner when it comes to the country being on the right track.
When you look at CNN sounding like this, it is extremely concerning. Everybody is saying the economy is not okay. Okay, let's take a look at what is happening now with what FEMA is doing. And Kamala giving $750 to people suffering in this area. Everyone is rejecting that. Tell me why people will be happy receiving that small amount. It is like an insult to them.
MSNBC invited a never Trump voter on air to bash Donald Trump, and they were all shocked when instead of doing that, he said this.
No for you after that. Why was it important for you to say no more Trump because of his January 6th conduct, and do you stand by that?
No, I don't stand by it, and I'll tell you why. I've now lived 4 years under the Biden-Harris policies, and I have to say that those policies are not only becoming an existential threat to our country's way of life, but to our allies as well.
So when you I'll let you finish, but this is so striking. You said it was a no for me after that, after January 6th.
I did.
And here we are right now.
I did.
And you're saying it's a yes for you.
It is a yes for me. It is an absolute yes for me. That is how badly the Biden-Harris team have prosecuted their job.
But the whole point you seem to be making was that January 6th And that kind of attack on democracy is bigger than any policy difference.
I am seeing so many attacks on democracy that eclipse January 6th.
So I want to ask Sarah, if
Here
we all are.
What those are.
I think his face says it all. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Yes, these people are desperate. Obama is joining Kamala to campaign because they have realized things are bad. When you take a look at this CNN article, CNN Harris sounds the alarm for Kamala Harris. Her campaign looks more like a loser. Victory will be historically unprecedented. When I take a look at recent articles that CNN put out, it is driving toward Trump winning the presidency. And when you look at what is happening on MSNBC, James O'Keefe released a bombshell video where the recorded a producer from that network. He made it clear that viewers from this network are dumper because they just infiltrate them with these ideas of Democrat Party. And we realized from that video that MSNBC is a mouthpiece of the Democrat Party. I was not wondering when I saw that video because we have seen that in the past. It is not even strange.
Those Republicans out there who are sitting on the fence, just do it this one time. Do it this one time. Vote for the Democrat to save the country. Listen to Liz Cheney. When everything goes back to normal, then become a Republican again, like Alyssa will become, and probably Anna.
Kamala said the day of a robust two-party system will come back.
Well, but listen, the thing is this. We can have policy differences. You can have policy differences with Kamala. You can have policy differences with Liz Cheney. We are not at a point right now to be talking about policy differences. This is not about economic difference because we are not running against a normal human being. Right. We are running against Donald Trump, who is an existential threat to humanity and democracy.
Before we just go, I do want to say, I am still a Republican, and I don't believe it's my job to tell people how to vote, but to give them the facts. And I have facts, having worked closely with them, that they just may not know. I feel that's my duty to the country. So I think, and allow the chips to fall where they may. People will decide how they vote, but that's what I'm going to do.
This is
like what I saw today. The View said, people are still talking about economy. They are insane. They should not talk about economy. They should not focus on that. Just because you hate Donald Trump should be the reason why you have to vote. I was shocked when I saw that. Look at this pivot right here. CNN is calling it out. I was shocked when I saw this video. They made it clear it is extremely looking bad for Kamala. It has not happened like this in a long time. When I look at how they were putting out polls, oh, Kamala is winning, now they are changing their tones based on what they are observing. So people should not care about the economy. They should just go to the polls because they don't like Trump to be there.
Wants to take away your health care, already took away reproductive rights, was found guilty of 34 felonies with more to come, was impeached twice, and openly tried to overturn the election. The other candidate isn't the first candidate.
Because 1 in 3 women currently in this country is living under an abortion ban because you stacked our Supreme Court. Thanks to you, women in 21 states can't make their own choice about their own life and their own body. And 10 U.S. states make no exception.
You can see, really clearly, as there is a ferocious effort to stop Donald Trump from becoming president again that I've never seen before.
Donald Trump, baby. Taylor Swift matters. Does she matter to you? Well, she comes out.
But I don't think most Americans would.
Trump.
I don't care if they write that. No, it was right, and you guys, I need to be on the right side of history.
So, with that, I'm going to shake it off. And I'm done with you.
Of them, it's like 73% said they're voting for Trump.
Okay, yeah. Kamala, oh wait, she went for the handshake. Display of the upward.
Like, we shouldn't demean Trump supporters. We shouldn't call them names.
Trump has come in the spin room, just so you know. That has happened.
Newly reported by NBC News, Vice President Kamala Harris has spoken recently and repeatedly with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
You really want Trump to lose this election, right? No, you don't.
So you have to have a controlled border, a secure border.
Please register to vote for something else that's very important coming out.
Look at this. She's only up by 15 points.
Got Taylor Swift, as though I have that power.